Welcome, everyone. This is Gina Bender with Victory Nutrition. I am a field leader, and I'm so excited to be here tonight because it's my privilege and pleasure to be able to introduce to you tonight our president of Victory Nutrition International, Mr. Jeff Hooks. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Gina. Good evening, everyone. This is, once again, this is Jeff Hooks. I am honored to be the president of Victory Nutrition International. I want to welcome all of you to our event this evening. We're going to have some fun over the next 20, 25 minutes. It's going to be informal. I want to welcome all of our leaders and emerging leaders from across the U.S. and Canada. Whether you're listening to this live or via recording, I want to welcome all of you. And then on behalf of the leadership team, both in terms of VNI corporate and field leadership, I want to extend really a special welcome to those of you this evening that are guests. This information session is for you. What we want to do is give you information on this amazing health and wellness company called Victory Nutrition International, a young, fast-growing company. We're 4.5 years in business. We are one of the best kept secrets globally in health and wellness, but not for long. You're going to be hearing about some amazing intellectual property, some science-based products that the world needs to know about, that we're excited to share this information with you. And really, I want to encourage you to process this information from a personal perspective. And what I mean by that is, what's in it for you? What could these amazing health and wellness products potentially provide you and your family from a health, a vitality perspective? You know, many people, and I think probably likely you, since you're on this call, you've taken time out of your busy schedule, they're interested in feeling better physically, doing better physically, having more energy, learning how to avoid and prevent disease, not just live longer, but live better, more vitality. And so we're going to talk about some amazing technologies, unique proprietary intellectual property that can help you achieve optimum health. And so while we're also at the same time going to share with you information on a very lucrative business model that's attached to this company and these products. And again, we want to encourage you just to sit back, relax, enjoy the information, process it from a personal perspective. Once again, what could the products provide you and your family from a health and wellness perspective? Potentially, what could the business model provide you and your family from a financial perspective? And then as we wrap up the call, I'm going to give you some suggested next steps in terms of where you can go for additional information, where you can go to get your questions answered, where you can go to get and actually evaluate the products for yourself. And so once again, thank you for, we're all busy, and we at Victory Nutrition and me personally, we don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly that you've carved out time to listen to this presentation and learn some information. And again, whether you're live on the call tonight, this Thursday evening, the 23rd of August, or whether you're listening to this via replay, we have a pretty extensive replay volume on our presentations. And so we're just excited that you're with us. So with that, let me jump into who VNI is. Victory Nutrition International is a health and wellness company that was launched right at 4.5 years ago. And our founder and our CEO is a gentleman by the name of Bill Downs. And from a corporate perspective, we're debt free. We have a very, very rock solid financial balance sheet. We have an extraordinary track record of paying checks on time, never been late on checks, shipping fulfillment, shipping product. And we're just a very rock solid company. But I always like to tell people from a corporate perspective, it's what I call the best of both worlds when you're looking at businesses, and when even from a consumer perspective, if you're evaluating the products for yourself, because we're a 4.5-year-old company. We've got a rock solid foundation, but we're young and we're fast growing. And for us, the customer is king. So whether it's the customer from our products or our representatives, our independent representatives that are out sharing the VNI health and wellness mission and communicating that to the marketplace, we take customer service very, very seriously. And that's the reason when you call our customer service department, interesting concept for a lot of companies, we actually answer the phone. And so young, fast-growing company, rock solid foundation. Back to our founder, Mr. Bill Downs. Gina Bender and her husband Ed are amazing leaders with V&I. They're the top income earners with Victory Nutrition, and I've known them. I've had the privilege of knowing them for over 20 years. And they were kind enough to introduce me to Bill Downs and his wife, Kim, the founders of our company, a little over 2.5 years ago. I've been consulting for the company for the last 2.5 years. And God's timing is always perfect. Beginning August 1st, I stepped into the role as president of this company. And it's my privilege to serve our customers and the V&I family and community moving forward. We've got some exciting things happening, and back to Bill Downs. I'll tell you what's interesting about Bill. I've been blessed to be around some really bright people in health and wellness. Some of the most brilliant scientists, PhD, biochemists, formulators in terms of nutritional supplements, nutraceuticals, anti-aging technologies, and with all due respect to those individuals, I have never met anyone like Bill Downs. Bill has over a 35-year track record in science, in formulations, and behavioral science in terms of creating. He's a category creator in wellness technologies, to include OPC grapeseed extract, to include coral calcium in the late 90s. He's a published scientist. He has over 93, he either authored or co-authored 93 published scientific papers. In fact, 30 of those published papers are on PubMed. He's written chapters in scientific journals, periodicals, and textbooks, and he is an amazing formulator. And Victory Nutrition International is really a culmination of his entire career. Instead of creating products, which he's done most of his career for other companies, even though he created the science, he created the intellectual property, he did it for other people. And the only way to share this is just to share it. Some of those companies that shall remain nameless watered down his technologies over time to increase profits. And I'll just leave it at that. And so the vision for Victory Nutrition, the vision for this amazing company, this is a legacy event for Bill and Kim. And this is where he's taking the entire knowledge and proprietary product creation, formulations, ingredients, everything he's learned over the last 35 plus years into a line of proprietary, world-class, scientifically backed and researched nutraceuticals. And then we're going to market with V&I. So this is a legacy event. And these are his babies. These are his products. And his mission, when Ed and Gina Bender introduced me to Bill and Kim, it was a wonderful discussion. It was like no discussion I've ever had with a founder of a company. A company, by the way, that's doing millions and millions in sales. So this is not a startup. This is a 4.5-year rock solid foundation. Now we're poised for explosive growth as we take this brand and these products across the U.S., across Canada, and around the world as we move forward. And so when I first met Bill and Kim, he didn't talk about sales trajectory. He didn't talk about forecasting or building towards a liquidity event, to build and sell the company or take it public, and the financial rewards that come with that. He talked about the mission of this company, which literally is on all the marketing materials, the website, being a beacon of helping people be beacons of health, hope, and abundance. That's, you're going to see that tagline across all of the branding from the company. And that's his mission. He knows these products. Look, if you think about it this way, we are, as a society, as consumers, all of us, myself included, we are, if you look at the last 20, 30 years, we're spending more and more money on health and wellness. We're spending literally billions and billions of dollars in the U.S., Canada, and around the world on health and wellness. Now, when I say health and wellness, at least in my mind, I think of it as 3 categories. The first is nutritional supplements, products that we're taking to help us live better, to help us perform better, to help us feel better. Also, it's fitness. The fitness industry alone is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's continuing to grow. And also, it's anti-aging. both topically on the outside with skincare, et cetera, and also internally, anti-aging, not just, once again, living longer, but living better. That's the desire. And that's the hope that we as consumers have when we're spending our hard-earned dollars on wellness products. Well, the challenge, and one of the things that I've looked at as a businessman and a consumer over the last couple of decades, is you and I as consumers are continuing to spend more and more. And the sales numbers under the health and wellness umbrella reflect that increased spending, continuing to spend billions and billions and billions on nutritional supplements, fitness, and anti-aging. However, at the same time, dis-ease, chronic illness has been on the rise. Literally at the same growth rates as we're spending more and more in terms of billions of dollars to feel better, look better, have more energy, avoid and prevent disease, et cetera. So something's not working. And so when I sat down with Bill and he talked about and we're not going to get into a lot of that on this call or this presentation, but he has an extraordinarily unique, scientifically backed perspective on health and wellness. And simply put, and it's simple because I've stood at the feet of this scientific genius for many years now. But what our products are designed to do is restore the body's ability to use oxygen and water to make energy, maintain energy, and eliminate waste. Now, if that's the first time you've heard that, all I'm doing is regurgitating Bill Downs. That's metabolism. That's what metabolism is. Our products restore the body's ability to use oxygen and water to make energy, maintain energy, and eliminate waste. That's metabolism. So basically, at a cellular level, these products are designed to nourish the cells. We're going to talk more about that in a few minutes. But the bottom line is we've got science-based products. And I talked about Bill and his 93 published papers. Let's talk about the V&I products, exclusive proprietary products that you will never, this is so important, folks, for our guests on the call, you will never see these products anywhere else. You'll never see them private labeled and sold on QVC or sold retail. These are extraordinarily unique products that are only available through authorized independent representatives of Victory Nutrition International. And that's the reason there's an amazing business model that's available as well. So let's talk about the products. First product that I want to talk about is Protovite. And before I talk about the specifics of Protovite, I want to tell you there's a couple different delivery systems for Protovite. You've got this 32-ounce bottle you put in the refrigerator. You take 1 ounce, you hold it in your mouth, rinse it for 30 seconds, and swallow. And it's complete foundational wellness. It's your vitamins, multivitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, all in a great tasting liquid formula. So it's simple, 1 ounce and rinse for 30 seconds and swallow. It's convenient and it's complete. And that's our Protovite. I'm going to come back to it, but we've got some other delivery systems I want to brag on for the Protovite. So this is what we call our Protovite Moments. I love the packaging. Suzanne Brady, our head of marketing, has done an amazing job, and we've got some amazing things that are going to be forthcoming in the weeks and months ahead. But the Protovite Moments, and it comes inside, there's the little packaging like this, and you've got little 1 ounce servings, full servings. So it's great for sampling. It's great for if you're jumping in the car or heading, going to be in the car or traveling around town all day. These are wonderful. Protovite Moments are great sellers for us. And then also you can use the Moments for travel, especially if it's car travel. But for airfare, when I jump on planes, we've got the Protovite Concentrate. And it's just a little mini bottle, and you can take a cap full and take it the normal way, or you can mix it with a little bit of water. So we've got very convenient. Our marketing team and our research and development team has done a phenomenal job of packaging the formula in a way that fits into yours and my lifestyle, no matter what we're doing and where we're doing it on any given day. But Protovite, we talk about with our product line. We have a proprietary technology, and we use the description nutrition that gets in. Now, what I want to share with you is with all of the products that we're going to share, I call them the big three. I want you to understand we have 40, right now, this second, we have 40 published, peer-reviewed scientific studies, clinicals on our finished products. 40. Now, by the time we get to the holidays this year, we're going to have 42 because we've got 2 more that are being completed right now, which is exciting. So what's interesting in the health and wellness industry, there, with all due respect, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors when companies are talking about the science behind their product. What most often happens is there's an ingredient that independently the people that sell that ingredient have done maybe clinicals on. And I can give you lots of examples, but we don't need to. And then all of a sudden, this company will take that ingredient, put it into a synergistic formula with a lot of other components, and claim the research applies to their product. The reality is that's bad science. That's not the way the body works. As soon as you mix something else with an ingredient, the body it's a completely different response within the body. And so, bottom line is, with our 40 published scientific studies, peer-reviewed, it's finished product. These are studies on the finished product. And so, for example, one of the studies shows that in 5 minutes or less, 100% of the people taking our product, the product gets into the bloodstream 100% of the time. So when we talk about nutrition that gets in, folks, one of the biggest problems in modern society is our digestion challenges as a society. I mean, if you look at pharmaceuticals, it's a top 2 or 3 seller in terms of billions and billions and billions consumers are spending on pharmaceuticals because of their digestion issues. Now, what does that mean? That means that we're not absorbing and assimilating the nutrients that from the foods we eat or the supplements we take. So digestion's a big deal. So the fact that our product, it's called proteasome technology. We're not going to get into this today on this presentation, but it guarantees that the nutrition gets in at a cellular level. Our bodies are made up of trillions and trillions of cells, individual cells. And as the cells go, we go, okay? And if you nourish the cells, if you give the cells nutrition, again, our product literally gets nutrition into the cells, the vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients into the cells, the body's going to perform better. And it's literally that simple. So the ProDivide is our foundational product, folks. If you have no interest in the business or creating an additional cash flow, that's okay. I always tell people, as you learn about Victory Nutrition and you experience the product for yourself, some are going to be interested in the wellness products, the benefits of the products. Some are going to be interested in creating a cash flow. But if the timing's not right, that's okay. Maybe just the products a fit. But I strongly encourage everyone to get back with the person that invited you as we wrap up here and try the product yourself. Give it a 90 to 120 day test, a challenge for yourself, and you'll be glad you did. So that's the ProDivide product. Our second product that I want to share with you about is what we call Brain Reward. Brain Reward. Now this is a formula that, think of this as brain food. Now, if you look at one of the hottest growing segments in health and wellness, it's brain health. It's nourishing the brain. More and more studies are being done. It literally, trust me on this, you watch over the next 20 years, more and more science, more and more products designed to address brain health. This is a formula that's backed. This product alone has 30 of our scientific studies. And it is a game changer product. So think of it this way. We've got different delivery systems, of course. We've got our traveling or sample box as well that comes with individual servings. That's one full serving, which is 6 capsules. But the Brain Reward, think of it this way. And I learned this from Bill, and I loved the description so much so that I said, please repeat that. And but think of it this way. In terms of our brains are like Maseratis. And if you don't like Maseratis, think of your favorite high-performance sports vehicle, a Ferrari or a Porsche 928S or whatever, and for some of you that might not like cars, then work with me. But think about this. Your brain is like a Maserati, a high-performance machine. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. God Almighty made our brains like no other creatures on earth. Except the problem is, we've been feeding our Maserati brains lawnmower fuel, processed foods, high sugar foods that create inflammation in the body. And yet we want our brains to perform like a Maserati, but we're putting lawnmower fuel in it. So the results from people, from our Protovite and our brain reward, are amazing, because when we start giving our Maserati brains high performance fuel, the body responds. And so think about this. Think about the benefits of this product. So how many of you, rhetorical question, obviously, because I can't see you, how many of you know somebody that's stressed? How many of you know somebody that's battling anxiety? How many of you know somebody that's battling mood disorders, or they're down, or they're struggling with depression? Think about the people that you know that maybe are maybe mental fogginess, and that's literally clinical. I'm not, although that are not thinking as sharp. And I know I've had periods of time in my adult life where toxicity. I'm not thinking clearly. And sometimes historically I've taken a power nap, and I've got a little bit of brain fog. And so when it comes to mental clarity, focus, the ability to concentrate, and handle stress, this is Maserati fuel for the brain, folks. Brain Reward. This is a game changer product. You could build a global distribution empire just with any one of our products. So anyway, that's Brain Reward. I could go on and on. The newest product to the VNI family is this little baby right here. We call this product's N-Sorb. This product's called N-Sorb, and it comes inside this box are single servings. Think of it, they're nicer. It's higher quality than a ketchup pack, but just to give you an idea, it's a single serving pack. You tear the top off. It's in a liquid. It tastes great, and I take it right before I go to bed. And the N-Sorb is an proprietary enzyme formula. In fact, the studies, the first set of clinicals that are just coming back that we'll have published between now and the end of the year, this is a game changer product, folks. Here's the need for the product. Most of us, in fact, almost all of us, are not eating raw foods like we used to as a society. So what does that mean? We're not eating raw, fresh fruits and vegetables. We're eating more and more processed food. I mean, it's hard to even get raw foods anymore. And if you are in a city where you have, I mean, even be careful, with all due respect to Whole Foods, there's a lot of stuff in there that's processed and packaged as well. So because we're not eating raw foods daily, fresh fruits and all organic fresh fruits and vegetables, and we're eating processed foods and packaged foods, and with all due respect to the food companies, their objective is not our health and wellness. In most cases, their objective is shelf life. They want a product that'll sit on the shelf until we buy it, and that's better for their P&L. So we're not eating the fresh foods and the raw foods, and because we're not eating the raw foods, we're not getting the enzymes from the raw foods. And we're not talking just digestive enzymes, we're talking metabolic enzymes. So enzymes have been described as being the spark plug of life. Every human function is dependent on enzymes, and we are depleted from enzymes, and we need to replenish the enzymes in the body. And when we do, the body responds. And folks, what's amazing about all of our products, the Protovite, the Brain Reward that we've talked about, and the N-Sorb, we have another product called Thion Extra, which is an amazing immune boosting product. We're not diagnosing or treating diseases or illnesses. We're not talking about about curing anybody. The beautiful thing is we don't have to. The human body can do amazing things when it's given the proper nutrition, when it's fed the proper nutrition at a cellular level. And that's what we're doing with these amazing products. So again, I want to encourage you to get back to the person that invited you onto this evening's call and evaluate the product for yourself. Pick one or two of the products or all three and give it 90 to 120 days, and you're going to be amazed at how these products bless you and how you feel. Now, because the products are real, because the products are backed by science, because they deliver results, there is an opportunity, if it's of interest, to create a cash flow with these amazing products and with our company. And simply put, VNI, Victory Nutrition, we take all the funding, all the capital that most companies do, and use it for retail, or use it for advertising, or use it for marketing, push-pull marketing, digital marketing, etc. We've created a compensation plan and a business model because we believe these products deserve that a story be told. Nothing's more powerful than word of mouth advertising. I take this product, I feel the benefits, I tell my neighbor about it, and they try the product. And that's how we've built this company, millions and millions in sales over the last 4.5 years. And that's how we're going to take these products globally as we move forward. And so the individual that invited you on to listen to this presentation is part of our team, part of our leadership team. And when it's simply put, when you use these products and when you share these products, V&I as a corporation, we pay you. We pay you a thank you check for bringing on a new customer, for recommending the V&I products to people that you know, love, and care about, people that you come across. We've got individuals that are building this as a serious business, a very lucrative business. We've got thousands of part-time representatives that are using it to make an extra $300 to $500, $1,000 a month. That's their target. That's their goal. And so I always tell people, don't let the small money bore you, and don't let the big money intimidate you. We can help you put together a plan to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. Now, if you think about it, I call this relational marketing. You can call it network marketing, direct to consumer. It's all the same thing. It's word of mouth advertising. And all of us, think about it this way, all of us are networkers. All of us use word of mouth advertising, but we're amateurs when we do that. And what I mean by that, I mean that very respectfully, is if you've ever been to a movie and had a good experience and told somebody about it, that's networking. That's word of mouth. The difference is the movie theater or the production company didn't send you a royalty check or a thank you check for referring one of your friends to go see the movie. Same thing is true with a bank or a hairstylist or a doctor or a dentist or a restaurant, a favorite restaurant. You've had a nice experience. You tell a friend about it. They go and on and on. Word of mouth advertising, it's been going on forever. It's just this is professional word of mouth advertising with scientifically based products that deliver an impact that people get emotionally attached to. And so if the idea of creating an additional cash flow is of interest, we will help you do this. We will teach you how to do it. In fact, we've got a system that's in place. And I always tell people, our leadership team knows this. I'm not typically big on acronyms, but with system stands for, in this case, save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. SYSTEM, save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And y'all pardon me, I'm hot. I turned the air conditioner off because my air conditioning unit is right on the other side of my home office, and it goes, so it's still summertime in Charlotte. But think about it in terms of system. Here's what's important to recognize. No matter what your background is, no matter what you've done in your career as a mom, as a teacher, as a coach, as a business person, doesn't matter. If you have a desire for some positive change in your life financially, if the idea of creating an additional cash flow, what I call a parallel cash flow, in other words, without jeopardizing your full-time job or business, if you can carve out 3 to 5 hours a week, 2 hours a week, 10 hours a week, whatever it is, we can put together a business plan and help you create a profitable business with Victory Nutrition International. And that's the beautiful thing about it. With our system, our system's designed to really do two things. Number one, set you up for success. And number two, give you a track to run on in terms of support. So we've got tools, marketing tools, both digital and analog, that help you share the story, to include, details on the product and the science behind the product. With each of the products, we've got that level of support. The brain reward, again, it's the science and the research behind this product is nothing short of astounding. We've got digital resources for you. So, for example, if you're taking notes, I hope you are, write down this, vniscience.com, vniscience.com. That's where you'll see the specific science on each of our products. And we're proud of it. We put it out there. Most companies, no companies don't have this. And we've got science-based, credible, proprietary products that you can't get anywhere. And folks, they are delivering results. So that's why we're so excited about you trying the products themselves. But so we've got a system. So the idea is, so many people you and I know, I'm as passionate as we are about getting this health and wellness message out to the marketplace with these products. We are just as passionate as a community with the family of VNI to get the word out and let people know that, you know what, there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity on a part-time basis to go out and make some income, a recurring income, what we call residual income, to take some pressure off. You know, there have been all kinds of studies. In fact, recently just read, just within the last couple of weeks, a study was published that for Americans 65 and older, domestic bankruptcies are 3 times what they were in 1991. So let me say that a little bit differently. The latest research that just came out in the last few weeks said that Americans, men and women, 65 years or older, are declaring bankruptcy at 3 times the rate of just less than 30 years ago, 1991, 27 years ago. And folks, what does that mean? That means that if they had an extra $500 to $1,000 a month coming in on the side, and I don't know the study, but I guarantee a vast majority of those bankruptcies would have been avoided. So I'm a big believer in what I call diversified cash flow, or a parallel cash flow. And I'll say that a little bit differently. In my experience, and I say this with love and respect, most people that I know, no matter where they are socioeconomically, are, if their primary source of income stopped, they would be 30 to 60, in some cases 90 days away from financial ruin. And so part of our mission I call it sharing and caring, is we're sharing the VNI products and our business model. We want to let people that, hey, if the products make sense and you try these products and they bless you and you get results from these products, let us show you how to create. Let's go bless some people that you know, and let's put these products in front of them. They don't know about them. They're not going to know about them in most cases unless you share them. You know people that I will never get to know. And that's why it's a team sport. And that's why the VNI family we're very passionate about our mission of wellness. There are tons of companies, with all due respect, that are out there selling nutritional supplements. But with all due respect, the vast majority of them are empty, because I know I've consulted and worked with a lot of these companies. I'm not saying all of them are, but I'm saying I'm not aware of any company in the direct-to-consumer space that has the kind of science that we have. Go to vniscience.com and look at the research. Now, again, if you're not a science person, don't get bored. The business is fun. We just want you to know that there is serious science backing these products. And at the end of the day, the how you take the products is very simple. Let me tell you my protocol. I wake up first thing in the morning. I take my Protivite. 1 ounce, rinse it for 30 seconds, swallow. Simple, convenient, complete. I take my brain reward right after my Protivite on an empty stomach. At night, right before I go to bed, I take my N-Sorb. That's it. That's my protocol. And I got to tell you, the results that people get on this product, are astounding. And folks, back to the business side of this, we've got a vehicle here. The concept of residual income, if you're not familiar with it, please get back again to the person that invited you to this presentation and get your questions answered, because residual income, folks, it'll set you free. There are basically 3 ways we make money as human beings in society, in our modern society. The first is called linear income, where we basically exchange time for money. It's hard to create any kind of financial freedom with linear income, because it's not impossible, but there aren't enough hours in the day. And that's why we all have friends and loved ones and family members, and maybe even you personally, that are working multiple jobs just to get ahead, just to take care of your children or your grandchildren, just to supplement and augment retirement. And there aren't enough hours in the day. So there's linear income. There's leveraged income. Leveraged income is where you either have cash and you invest that cash, you leverage the cash to create additional income. I don't know about you, but I'm not in a position where I have enough liquidity to invest enough to take care of me and my family. There's also leveraged income in terms of people. If you've got employees, you're leveraging their productivity. So that's called leveraged income. And the final type of income is royalty income, or residual income, which means you put forth the effort and then you're paid on an ongoing basis. Now, here's the power of this. I didn't mean this to turn this into an economics, financial compensation lecture, but here's what's so exciting about the V&I model is if you see the value of these products and you plug into our system and our team, and we'll teach you every step of the way. We will be with you through the learning curve because the individual that invited you on this presentation has a vested financial interest in helping you succeed. I call it selfish generosity. The more successful you are, the more successful they are. It's like Zig Ziglar used to say before he went home to Jesus. He said, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the beauty. That's free enterprise at its purest form, and that's what Victory Nutrition is all about. So what does that mean? The individual that invited you to this presentation is going to help you, and guess what? There's a team. We call them your success coaches of individuals that work with the person that invited you on to tonight's presentation, who are going to work with you and help you achieve whatever it is that you want out of this business. It's a beautiful way. It's free enterprise at its best. So with the V&I plan, we earn income all three ways. Linear income, you work this week, you get paid next week in the form of a fast start bonus. In fact, one of our newest members, a good friend of mine, I haven't gotten his permission to mention publicly. He's an amazing businessman, but Ken, who y'all will get to know very, very soon, Ken just got started with us. He engaged with the products. He and his wife, his beautiful wife, they engaged with the products just a couple weeks ago. Last week, he made a few phone calls to people he loves and cares about, and some of the people bought product, and he got a $174 thank you check this week just for making a few phone calls. So there's immediate income. You work this week, you get paid next week. That's powerful. There's leveraged income. We'll teach you how to build a team over time. If your goals are small, we'll do it very, very part-time. But as you think of it this way, here's the power of leverage. If your goal and your availability, because of your life commitments, is only, let's say you can work 5 hours a week, but we put a team together of 10 part-time representatives that are working with you, and each of those individuals is working 5 hours a week. All of a sudden, you've got a small team of building a V&I team that with your 5 hours and their 50 hours, your business is being worked 55 hours a week in that example. Now, that's leverage. And as they move product, as product is bought and sold, you earn override royalties. Now multiply that by 10. All of a sudden, that's 550 hours of leverage per week that your business is enjoying the benefits of. And you're still only working 5 hours a week. That's the power of leverage, and we'll teach you how to do it. So linear income, you work today, you get paid next week. That's the fast start bonus. Leveraged income will teach you how to build a team. And last but not least, residual. These products are consumable, folks. We have the highest retention I've ever seen in 30 years in the wellness industry. We have amazing, now it's not 100%, but boy, is it close. And so what does that mean? That means when you and your team introduce people to these products and Jeff Hooks drinks it up and I reorder, or if I'm on the convenient subscription program, guess what happens? You don't have to do anything. Our company processes the receivable, packages the product up, ships it out, and you get paid. So when you put it down, it's not going to be, nobody's going to engage with Victory Nutrition this week and retire next week. But you put in some consistency, like Ed and Gina Bender. Think about this, a strong 6-figure residual income. That's money that's coming in whether you work or not. That's the opportunity here. You put in some time over the next few months, next few years, and you get paid on an ongoing basis. Linear, leveraged, and residual income. That's what this business model is all about. You don't have to retain all that. We'll teach it. We'll teach you. We'll help you. And once you get a thank you check from the company, and you'll say, hey, where did this come from? And your team, your support team will show you exactly what those bonuses are and help you every step of the way. So, folks, we're excited. If you got a chance, I want to encourage you, if you like what you're hearing this evening, again, get back to the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. Go to their website, take a look, do whatever homework you need. But I want to really just encourage you to engage with the product. Engage with the product yourself. Listen to the monthly corporate leadership call that we had this past Monday night. Mr. Dwight Halstead, one of our top leaders, building an amazing business across the U.S. and Canada. Listen to my interview of him, and he shares nuggets of wisdom on the kind of success that he's created in a very short period of time. And that's part of this system. We've got a communication platform, folks. And in fact, I want all of our leaders, if you haven't done this, text Join VNI, all capitals, JOINVNI for Victory Nutrition International. Join VNI, all uppercase. Text that to 31996. 31996. Text Join VNI, all capitals, and get in our communication platform, and you'll be up to speed on all the events. I'm doing a couple events with our leadership team in 2 different markets in upstate Virginia in a couple of weeks. We got some amazing things happening. So, folks, I hope you get a small sense of what's happening. You are blessed, and whether you realize it or not, and thank the person that invited you to learn about Victory Nutrition, because we are positioned. What this amazing team's done over the first 4.5 years is phenomenal. A rock solid foundation, amazing science, amazing products, just thousands of customers enjoying these products. But we're now positioned to go global. We're positioned to do some amazing things across the U.S., across Canada, and then around the world in the years ahead. And we would love for you to be a part of this mission. If you're interested in creating a cash flow, ask about the Share and Grow Pack. There's over $250 of free product and value built into that package. It's the best way to grow fast if you're looking at this as a business. So on behalf of Gina and Ed Bender, on behalf of the corporate team, on behalf of our field leadership team, including the individual that invited you this evening, we thank you for taking time and investing to learn about VNI. We're so excited about the future, and we would love for you to join the family and be a part of it. So please get back to the person that invited you, get your questions answered, and we will talk soon. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.